Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is George and this is SaaS Master. Today we're going to check out Social Horsepower, and if you guys want to check out the deal, the link is going to be in the description. So what does Social Horsepower do? Well, I divide it in three main categories that I think personally are the three main tools of Social Horsepower. One is the ability to schedule on social media. Two, the ability to grab feeds and post from other medias and post it through your social media. And three, the way to be able to manage teams. So teams, it's so extensive that you can even hire external people to work for you, and you have a way to manage them and even have a based on points to know if they're actually doing a good job or not. So it's a pretty awesome tool, but what we're gonna do is check an overview of this tool. So this is the main dashboard right now of Social Horsepower. And what you can see right here, and what I recommend first, is you set up your account first. So the first thing you would head up is go to this little avatar right here, this little guy right there, and click on him. And the first thing that I recommend that you do is set your country and the time zone. Why? Because everything that you schedule is gonna be based on the time zone. So it's super, super important to do this. Next thing that you wanna set up is head on over to this little adjustment right here in settings. And you're gonna head on over to social networks. Now here on social networks is where you're gonna connect all your social media accounts that you're gonna be working on, either you or the teammates that you have. So once you connect, you're gonna click right here, plus network, and these are the options that you have available right now to connect on your social media, which is your Facebook account, Facebook business, Twitter, LinkedIn account, and LinkedIn corporate page. So once you have that done and you set up the time and your social media, next thing to do is head on over to team. So here on team, if you're going to be working with teams, which is the main idea of Social Horsepower, I mean, it's the super awesome tool that they have, is where the fun starts. Now here in team is where you're going to add people. So I've added a second me just for testing, which is right here, Aguilar2 and Jorge2. And what you can be able to do right here is you can set up what they are. So you can edit this right here and say what social networks does this team member is going to work on, the personal settings, their contact info, the time zone and more, notification settings, and groups. You can actually divide this in groups and you can connect them to groups. So for example, I'll just click on groups right now. And I have this group that I created, and I created an external hire. This tool gives me the ability to actually monitor external people if I like to do that. And trust me, I haven't found another tool that has this price point that can actually manage other people that I want to hire. So for example, I want to hire someone to actually work on my social media, grab the content, work on the content and all that, and have a way to actually know if they're actually doing the job. So I can't just say out of the blue and say, hey, I need someone to post, 20 posts a month, and I want it to be based on this content and blah, blah, blah. No, this will help you out, manage everything and tell you what's going on and how good the posts these guys are posting are good. I mean, is it having likes, is it shares? What's the algorithm on this? So once you've set up your team member, you're good to go. All right, that's if you want to do. So next thing we want to do is head on over to content. So here in content is where the fun starts. Do you want them to create any content that you want? Then it just goes to add a content, which is this tool really easy right here. You can add your active networks, so you can activate them right here. Now, everything that you see right here can be managed by team. So each team member can manage the separate social media accounts. You can say just these accounts or the others and have a whole bunch of options. Okay, so here we got Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So what happens if we do this? All right, if we want to do a post, we can do our message. We can add the image right here, or we can add the link. Adding the link is pretty cool because I'm gonna show you really quick. If I add the link, it's gonna actually pull the information from there. Hold on. So it's gonna pull the image, title, and the description. Let's wait for it to load. All right, so there it's loaded, but it didn't grab the image. Or is actually, yeah, there it is. Okay, so there's the image and I can post from there if I want. Something that's also really cool is that you can have separate messages right here. So you can add as many messages to switch it up if you need to. If you need to do the same post but use different message, that's cool. Next thing we have is settings. So in these settings, you can set user can make changes. Users can share but cannot edit. So if you have team members, they'll be able to share it, but they will not be able to edit. So that's pretty cool. Forced edit is pretty awesome. So what this does, it makes a post a little bit more original. Why? Because if you have a team member and you tell them to post this type of content, they are forced to actually edit it. So you can say, you can put like a title and description, but if you force them to edit it, that means they have to switch it up a bit to actually post it. So they're not just repeating the same content or just posting it just like it is. So you can force them to actually edit. And internal use only, that means only you can review it, but cannot share externally. So those are the options that you have. And also you can set by groups. So if you want to set this post that I actually created right now, if you have many groups, you tell them, hey, it's only available for these groups, and you have that team work on that post only. All right, so those are one of the tools for actually scheduling. But where the really fun starts is grabbing actual content. So let's click right here on this avatar. I clicked on the top. Let's wait for it to load. Once it loads here, we are going to be able to grab feeds from other places. All right, so now that it's here, we can actually have a feed list. So let's click on the feed list. And what this does is it gives us the ability to actually grab feeds from other places to make social media content. Now, something that I've known a lot in marketing is that content is king. If you have content, people are gonna go to your site and keep on going because you have content. So having content is really important. Now, I've been grabbing content right here from my YouTube channel. You can see this right here. And I'm waiting for this to load, which I'm grabbing digital marketing. I'm searching for that, and it's gonna grab it from Google. Now, how is this done? Well, let's click on add a brand new feed. And a brand new feed, these are the options that you have right now to actually grab content from. So like I showed you right now, it's keyword search. So I can search for a keyword, and I'll just click on that one really quick to show you how you set that up. So in this one, I set the search I want. All right, so let's just say, like I did right now, I did digital marketing. But you have these options right here, like it says cryptocurrency or iPhone 10, iPhone 12, or whatever. And you have that, but it doesn't mean it's gonna auto post. Don't worry about that. You can also set it to have it customized. So what's the approval process? So do you want an auto approve article from this feed? If it's auto approved, that means it can post automatically. Or review article before my team can see it. So I can review it, and if I say, hey, you know what, the content is good, it's good to go. And you can also select the group. Groups are pretty awesome, like I told you, because you can have different people in different niches, different social media sites that you have, different businesses or whatever, and you set it to them. Okay, let's go back. That's just one of the options that you have. Next thing you can grab content from a Facebook fan page, a Twitter feed, LinkedIn company, RSS feed. RSS obviously is RSS feed is obviously one of the most known out there, and there's a whole bunch of feeds. You can grab feeds from a whole bunch of websites, and you can pull that content and start posting on your social media. And the cool one that I personally love and I use is the YouTube feed, which it grabs my videos and I can auto post them from here to different social medias automatically. Instead of going into YouTube, grabbing that link, the information, and the picture from it, and then posting it, no, this will do it automatically. Now, how does this work? Well, let's go back to content. Once these feeds starts grabbing the content for you, you will have these. Obviously, I set it to pending because I want to review it, so it's right here. So we're gonna head to pending. Click on that right there. And these are the recent videos that I have posted. Now, if you guys want to check it out, the link is gonna be in the description for these videos. All right, so you can see right here that I can grab this post right here and I can actually post it. I can reject it right now, or I can approve it. I got all these options, so I can edit, approve, reject, read article, or delete it. So let's just say read article. It goes to the link. I don't want to do that right now, but that's what it would do. So it's grabbing it from this channel. So let's just say you find, 10 really interesting channels that you want to be talking about. Well, you can grab those 10 channels and see all the content right here as pending, and you can select what you want. Hey, you know what? This looks interesting. I'll approve it and I'll share it on social media. So how cool is that? And remember, we have these divided by groups, so you have the option for those people to actually see it. They review it, they change the information if they need to, and they get posted. So that's pretty awesome. Now, once you have all this done and you've set up, hey, you know what? These are the days I want to post and all that good stuff. You got the calendar. So here in calendar, Let's head on over to view calendar over here. And this is the view of your calendar. Once you have feeds that you want to approve or you have over here, you can actually grab these feeds and put them in the day that you want it actually to post. So right there, I click on it and I say, hey, you know what? I want to set it to this time, save. And there you go. Change the time and you can grab these and hover and move them around and delete them if you want. In this case, I'll delete it because I'm not ready to post this. And you can see how this option is right here. Everyone from the calendar or my calendar only. So you can delete it from everyone's calendar in this case. Right there. Scheduled. Okay, so that's removed. But you can remove it from your calendar, but leave it on the other person's calendar just to keep it, or just to like clean up your calendar a bit, but leave their calendars intact. So that's pretty cool. You can also add the content from here also. And if you have more feeds, you can switch them around and you have the options over here. Next thing is we have the team. So in team, it's pretty awesome because you have a whole bunch of options of actually setting up incentives for them. So head on over to the avatar over here. Go to team settings and you can actually set up a type of rewards that you want to give out. So in this say reward settings right here, click on that. And you can set up what type of reward you want to give your team members if they hit a certain point. So you can add a reward right here. You can set up the image, description, cash value. So let's just say, for example, the cash value is $100, and cash multiplier would be 3, for example. So they have to make 3 times more to actually get the reward of 100, and you save it. Now it's pretty awesome because on the rewards you can see everything that people have been doing. So for example, let's go over to leaderboard. Right now I haven't set this up because I haven't been working with the teams already. I need to add them and I want to actually hire external workers. So you can see there's media points, posts, active searches, likes, favorites, comments, shares, retweets, clicks. You have all this information. You can also see by team. You can rank them by team also once they start working, and you can see the content also. And just to finish off, I want to show you when you switch to the table grid right here, you can have some basic analytics right here. Hold on, wait for it to load. And it's going to show in a list form where we're going to actually see how this post is actually performing. So you can see once we have the post right here, we are going to see it's created on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, members, engagement, clicks, click-through rate, media points, and actions. So you have more information when you have the table mode. Well, alright guys, Social Horsepower is pretty cool. It has a whole bunch of things you can do with it, but one of the most important things, and I think that is being a way to be able to actually reward and monitor your team members and have a way that you can actually block them or give them the access to the content that they're actually going to post. You can review it, you can give them the option to force edit. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. You can divide them by groups, and in that sense, I think it's a pretty awesome tool. And whoever needs this, or whoever has a vision to actually hire more people and have a way to monitor and be able to know what's going on, this is a great tool. Well, alright guys, remember the link for the deal is going to be in the description. My name is George. This is SaaS Master, and I'll see you guys later.